Hello, good humans. Welcome to my new podcast, Janice Enjoys Podcast. I am your host, Nyambuzagore, and I'm delighted to be with you here. First of all, I want to thank you so much to my subscribers. I know it has been a long journey. You've been patient enough, but finally our first episode is here. Yay! Yes, this is our first episode this is our first episode of Janice Enjoys podcast, and I'm so happy to be here. You guys, you can't even imagine, and I feel a little nervous. I hope it doesn't show, or it doesn't. I don't sound like like it, because where it can't be good if I sounded anything like nervous, or I looked any nervous. So yes, welcome, and share please share as much as you can. Share with your friends and family. Where you can follow me on my other social media platforms, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Spotify. And please share it with your friends. Make them listen to me and listen to this podcast. I promise you it's going to be so inspiring, and I promise you it's going to be so entertaining. It's going to be so much fun. Fun is all that we are doing here. Yes. So please share and subscribe. Yes, thank you so much for joining me. So first of all, I want to my the this podcast, Jenny's Enjoys podcast, its slogan is toasting to life's moments. Yes. So we're going to toast on this podcast. We're going to toast on this podcast. I have a glass of wine here. Only 18 and above. We'll be taking any alcoholic beverages. So yes, we're toasting to this podcast, and I'm so glad and I'm so happy it's finally here, and I'm finally doing it. It is so satisfying. I feel like I'm finally doing something that I've been looking forward to doing for the longest time. I've been telling myself, I've been pushing myself to do this all the time, but finally, I'm here. You guys, please toast. Please, cheers, and we're toasting to Jenny's Enjoys podcast. Mm. Yes, so yeah, so we can all proceed. And our first episode, I'm going to this first episode, going to elaborate to you. I'll explain to you why I decided to do the podcast and what my name means. Simply Jenny's Enjoys, and but all the other episodes are going to be so fun-filled episodes. You're going to love them. You're going to enjoy it. But today I want to just take this time and explain to you, so that when we embark on this journey, you at least have an idea what this is all about. Yes. So be comfortable and give me all your ears, okay? Give me all your ears, because I need to tell you something, babes, that is going to be so sweet to your ears. You're going to love it. You are. I won't lie, you are. So yes, Janice Enjoys podcast. Janice Enjoys podcast is a podcast that mainly covers self-awareness journey and self-discovery, and these topics are mainly these topics that we're going to cover here. They are mainly out of experience and mostly from self-experience, mostly, because if it is a journey, then it is most definitely self-experience journey, because I wouldn't share any experience on here that is is not something that I have not experienced, or maybe come across, or maybe learned from it. There are some other experiences that we 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 don't go through them per se, but we see other people going through them, and we get a thing or two from their own experiences. So this is what basically Janice Enjoys podcast is about. It's about self-awareness. Exactly. So I'll try and be very brief and explain to you also why I decided, why self-awareness, why not something else. So I some time back I had a very bad episode of breakdowns or those sort of things. Yes. So where I used to be either so low, or and and if you know me, I'm a hyper person. So there are some times when, so it got to a place that I know I wasn't feeling like the hyper person that I thought I was. So those moments or those episodes are what gave birth to the self-awareness podcast. This for gave birth to Janice Enjoys podcast. You see, so this, as the name suggests, it's a journey. I'm not yet there. No, I'm not like, oh well, so well self-aware, or so well self-discovered. No, 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 no. I'm still on that journey. So, and I that is why I'm saying, I decided I wanted to, that is what I was saying. I decided I wanted to know what caused those episodes. And that is where, when I was asking myself so many questions, I used to ask myself, why am I like this? Or why am I behaving, why when I'm triggered, why do I behave in certain ways and not in certain ways? But then I or why do when somebody does to me some things, why do I behave in a certain way and not in certain ways? So those kinds of questions. I know if not all, some of you have asked yourself those questions, like, why am I crying? Like, you see, you find, some people find themselves, if you're like, when some people, they are affected differently by different things. You might find somebody who is affected by a very minor small thing that you may take minor, but for them it's very major, and they start sobbing and they are crying all over and they can't help themselves, and they're trying to stop it but they can't. That is the kind of thing I'm talking about. When you're maybe exactly, so those are the kind of things I'm talking about. So when you're crying and you ask yourself, why am I crying? Who was the cry? I'm a big girl, but why am I crying over small things like this? I should know how to handle them better, or those sort of things. So this Janice Enjoys podcast is basically to to give or to share more information on those kind of things, where you want to discover yourself more, you want to know yourself better, and you want to know why some things happen the way they happen to you. It may be genetic, it may be a behavior you picked, or it may be, I don't know. And please, you guys, I'm not a therapist. No, don't think that I am. I am also on my self-awareness journey, and that is what I am here to discover as we walk, as we are on this path. Okay? And please, I let me remind you this. Let me remind you this. It is the journey to self-awareness and self-discovery is personal. Personal. It is very personal. So don't think at you and me, or me and you, or you and some other person, your some other person, maybe your relative or your friends, you're on the same path. No, it is not. It can't be. I have so many girlfriends, and they are totally on different paths right now. Even they're totally on different paths than me, and they feel different about themselves and as I feel different about myself right now. So it doesn't mean that they are not on their self-awareness journey because the Nyambu is here and no, that doesn't mean that. It's my point is it is everybody on their own and everybody on their own journey that is very unique. Mm. Don't forget that it is a very unique one. So whatever I say here on this podcast, or whatever I comment about on this podcast, is the remarks I give are totally mine. We can have, you can have your own opinion, but this is my totally, according to my self awareness journey experience. And so you guys, I want us, it is going to be so authentic. It's an authentic journey, honestly, because for you to be able to meet yourself to that level, you need to be very honest and authentic to yourself. Like, you need to give yourself the real talk. So, like, for example, like I was giving you my example about what made me do this, and I told you I had a number of episodes where I used to be triggered. So when they used to happen like that, I used to be like, oh girl, you need to get your shit together. So that is how the self-talk started. So when the self-talk started, you need to get your shit together. But what is that shit exactly? Those kinds of questions. What is that shit that you want to get together? Exactly. What is that? You dig in and you continue asking yourself so many questions, and those questions they led me here. I'm not here to give answers, but I'm here to maybe to help someone ease, and maybe not ease per se, but feel like they have somebody they can, who is also on the same path as them, who can at least understand or feel the way they are feeling. That is the sole purpose of this podcast. So I want you guys to engage me about your self-awareness journey. It doesn't have to be the ones like for me, the ones for triggers or anything. Like when you're triggered, that's when you're supposed to feel like you want to be on your self-awareness journey. No, you can still begin even if you've not been triggered or anything, or you've not gone through all those sorts of things. Or yes, so you might even decide, no, I want to know better about myself. And how do I do it? This platform is here for you, baby girl. Yes, for us to be able to share those experiences together and grow together and be able to grow to grow ourselves, by being able to define yourself with your own words, if I may put it like that. So this is what this podcast is basically about. And now you guys, it is up to you to share and to support me. I want you guys, by the way, you guys, I'm very serious. I want you to engage me in the comment section and tell me about your journeys, because you might be reading some books and you feel like this book resonates with me and I want to do this. Then you decide and you be consistent on it, but that doesn't mean that, or you might just be doing it for fun, but that doesn't mean that you're not on your self-awareness journey. Yes, so that is what so that is what this podcast is really basically about. But we are going to have so much fun because we are going to be talking about so many topics, from love. We're going to be love of self, so don't be confused. The other one. Yes. Self-love, to be precise. I'm sorry I said love, but love is very big. But I mean spirituality, yes, and religion, yes. We're going to speak about all that because when you're self-aware, you you seek higher guidance as well. I think most of you know that. So those are the kind of things that you're going to talk about. We're going to talk about books. Your host likes reading books, fictional and most of them fictional, and you're going to be talking about diverse number of topics. Yes, you can be assured of that, and they're going to be fun. Hey, you guys, you're going to have a lot of fun. I promise you that, and you're going to have so much laughter. Laughter also, and you're going to hear about so many experiences that might resonate with you. And we are going to, I'm also going, because this is our first episode, the next episode, the next future episodes, I'm hoping to invite guests who will serve as inspiration, and who guests who will be able to how do I put it? What's the word? To help us understand maybe our journeys better, by sharing their own experiences as well. Because as I said, our journeys are totally different. Yes. So here, all we are here to do is listen, talk, and inspire each other with our own journeys, experiences. And do not forget, as we do all that, we are toasting along the way. We are toasting each and every moment that we are experiencing in this journey. Yani, whatever experience you're going to get, you toast from it. It doesn't matter. Whatever, I go with this slogan that says, that is my personal slogan, not Janice Enjoys slogan. The Janice Enjoys slogan is toasting to life moments. But I go with this slogan that says, this too shall pass. And when I say this too shall pass, it doesn't mean that it's only the bad. When you say this too shall pass, maybe some people might think, it's only in the bad moments that you're supposed to say that. No, I feel like you're supposed to say that in the good moments, because today you're having a good moment, tomorrow you're not having a good moment, And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't toast to either of them. Yes, you should toast to most of them. I know sometimes we may feel like not toasting, but no. We push ourselves regardless. So that is what the podcast is all about. And the coming episodes are going to be bomb. I promise you, ladies. They're going to be so bomb, and you're going to love it. And I share, subscribe, and like. Please also, I'm insisting on you guys commenting and engaging me on the comment section. I will really appreciate that, because I will know that at least you guys are loving whatever I'm doing. Because if you're not loving whatever I'm doing, what am I doing it for anyway? And it's important for me to know that. And also, one more thing, you guys, I wanted to tell you about Janice Enjoys podcast. Janice Enjoys podcast, this podcast, it's also a podcast that is going to give you the fulfillment that we always want. Because in this journey, the journey of self-awareness, it gives you the fulfillment that we always want as people. Where when it's like when you get some money, and you always wanted to buy yourself something good. Maybe it was a bag, or a classic cute bag, or maybe it was lipstick, or a pair of whatever you wanted to take yourself on a vacation. You see how you feel so fulfilled. You feel so proud of yourself. So when you start this particular journey of self-awareness, I promise you guys, it's not in vain. No. It's so fulfilling, and it makes you feel so proud of yourself. And happiness, oh God, you're always happy, because you know yourself, and you know yourself. Let me just say that. And you see these people that they say the Christians, they say, do to your neighbor what you want to be done to you. So those are the kinds of talks you give to yourself when you begin the self-awareness journey, because you feel like I can't do this I can't do this if I don't expect this. So when that runs already in your mind, you feel like, you can't even be bothered by nothing, you know. So that is where the self-fulfillment comes. You feel so fulfilled and so proud of yourself because nothing is going to bother you. I know, but you guys, please, it's an interesting journey that you guys should try to be here with me, and we move together. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and subscribe, like, follow, and share, and please engage me on the comment section, and see you next week. Bye bye guys, and please continue trusting to life's moments.